Amora is one of the first perk decks who incredibly continues being one of the strongest decks in the game. The most characteristic thing of this armor-based deck is its exuberant consistency. Doesn't matter the difficulty you're playing. Amora has one of the fastest learning curves in the game, but its mastery requires patience and calm to get the most out of it. Amora gives you 3 benefits: armor increasing, armor recovery, and invincibility. The armor you equip will receive an additional bonus of 35%, which implies that this deck is used with armor. In DSOD, it's one of the few perk decks whose armor raise after 2 heavy shots without any damage reduction. The best option for Amora is the high CTB. You must unlock it in the tank tree, and that's the cheapest way to build with this deck. However, a second option is the CTB, but you have to spend in frenzy Ace to tank 2 heavy shots to the armor, being a more expensive point investment. Now, regarding to armor recovery, the default time of 3 seconds is reduced by 20%, and yeah, may not seem too impressive, but remember, this can be accumulated with skills, being reduced almost to 1.5 seconds. Fortunately, these skills are in the same branch that unlocks the ICTV, so you can easily maximize the deck's benefits without spending a lot of points. The last benefit is the 2 invincibility seconds. It's activated by breaking your armor and has a cooldown of 15 seconds since its activation. This allows you to recover yourself from a dangerous situation and do some quick objectives. However, you should note the armor recovery is independent of God mode, so if you're still exposed, you will be without armor until it recovers, and that's why the following skill is meta in the game. If you are a new player, you'll probably think on these misconceptions. Maximum armor will help me survive in 1 down, and Bullseye isn't worth it, it only gives me 5 armor points. The first thought isn't totally wrong. The basic enemies deal 225 damage, while the high CTB only has 221 armor points, and may seem like a bad joke, but armor-based decks, or those which provide a small armor bonus, solve this problem. So you should know if your perk deck has this to choose high CTB. The second one is a typical new people misconception, who don't understand game notions yet. Bullseye gives you 5 armor points, and it's a tier skill, due to armor breaking mechanic under any damage equal to or greater than it, nullifying the pending damage to protect your health. This means that Bullseye will protect your health from 1 additional shot, as known as armor gating. The only exception are snipers whose shots have penetration. As you can see, Amora focus on improves defensive mechanics and its ability to deal with waves consistently. However, unlike dodge decks, you must play more passive and act with patience, cleaning spawns that are within your scope. Taking advantage of this will be the key to do objectives with greater confidence. The optimal way to defend and do objectives is using covers. If your armor breaks, you will have the God mode. If it's in cooldown and your armor breaks, do armor gating, take cover to recover your armor, and repeat the process. Finally, you must keep in mind the deck weaknesses. Armor suppression being the greatest armor weakness in general, and others for situations such as point of no return and endless assault. You'll have an additional pressure where time will be your enemy and you won't have a chance to take a break. Thanks to this deck, you will learn how to take covers. In fact, this habit will benefit the deck, whatever you choose in future, refining your playstyle to a more complete one.